Good Friday morning, everybody. This is Grace, and This video is about encouraging people of all walks of life to that understand about narcissism, and bullies and toxic people, to speak out. If you don't feel any danger, nobody can tell you if you're going to experience any danger. Dangers, can be anything. But for people to speak out, maybe make some YouTube videos if you're not on YouTube. But um, yeah, I want to encourage people, and I'm going to tell why this came up to me today. Is I woke up at 4 o'clock. I'm sick with allergies, and I woke up at 4 o'clock, and I started thinking about um, how it feels to, in one way, to feel like I wasn't born early enough, and another way that I was born too early. It's a little odd because the reason is like I'm 53. I lived in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and some people who do YouTube videos didn't. And for me, back then, if we had had as much enlightenment back then, things could have been so different, for a lot of people. But back then, we didn't have social media like we do today. So that's what I'm saying. Being born earlier, I could have spoken out more, but we didn't have the technology to do so. So, to get the word out. So that's why it eventually evolved into where I thought about, if more people from a variety of lifestyles, backgrounds, cultures, whatever it is, to speak out, age groups, to speak out and talk about what they know, how they feel it, saw it, feel it, think about it, whatever, and get the word out more. And it evolved from there. Okay, so sorry if this is not flowing right. It's not going to, because I'm also type 2 diabetic, and I'm having to take allergy medication, which is messing with my glucose level, and I'm suffering from a diabetic fog. But I'm trying to stay on point here. But my thought is, from there, was really about how we all have our preferences, and I'm not talking about prejudices, I'm talking about preferences of what type of person we would want to listen to. Okay, it could be based on anything, but somebody who resonates, I guess you would say, how we have experienced. It could be even the experience the person had. Some people have it currently, or experiencing, or have experienced it, and some did in the past, and they're still dealing with it. And it's the person that we want to hear, that we would listen to, however we judge it personally. What is our preference? And I think that the way for this to be more widespread is, this is how I feel, is for more people from various, like I said, various walks of life to speak up, speak out, if you can. And making YouTube videos is not that difficult. Obviously, I'm not an expert at it, and I have no intention of ever becoming one as an expert. But it can be very simple, very, very simple. You don't have to show your face like right now. I'm not. I have plenty in the past, but right now with allergies, no, thank you. So, but it can be simple, and just get your word out, get your thoughts out, get who you are out, and how you've seen it out, and maybe somebody can come by and watch a video and say, yeah, I can understand that, and I can relate to it, and that person has a good point, and I gotta think about this more and make some of my own videos, that kind of thing. But sharing it. And I'm saying this again, I'm going to say this again, that when I was young, if there was an opportunity for me to have had a cell phone and watch videos like this, people speaking out about it, how different my life could have been. Seriously, how different if I would have known about this as a child, as a teenager, actually heard people speak out and talk about what they've done, how they deal with it, or what they're doing right at the moment. Okay, as I said, not just thinking about what somebody has been through, like me, through in the past, but also the present and what might become the future. Such as I had worked in senior living communities, and I definitely want to put the word out of what to watch for with these like big corporations that run these senior living communities, and what not to put your parent in, parent or parents or grandparents. Don't let them, live there if they like have dementia, like my mother did. But to be very careful to really study the management of these homes, of these senior living communities, before you make a decision. Really get to know them. And if you understand about narcissism, you can understand why you would not want to leave your parent or grandparent in any of these. Um, some of these, not all. And you know what to look for. I would love to hear other people talk about it. My mother passed away due to major neglect in one, and if there had been more knowledge, unfortunately I was nowhere near it, and there needed to be a lot more knowledge, and my grandmother had a similar problem, so both of them were in homes. My dad was not, and my grandfather was not. But I didn't know my other side of the family. But anyway, I think it's very important to get the word out. I really do, because not only, in this kind of situation, but eventually some of us will be in these kinds of homes, senior living communities. And we need to get a handle on it now to know what these kind of management. I'm not talking like my last video. I was talking about grocery stores. It's not just grocery stores, okay? But to know what are these corporations, what kind of people are they hiring that it's going to affect us in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and to speak out against it. And so there won't be so much of a problem. I do believe in speaking out against it, but that's me. Some people do not feel that. They feel a danger maybe, or they just feel it's not their personality to do so. But those of us with the personality to do so, fine, it's your option. But I do think there needs to be more, spoken out. Anyway, that's enough for now. You can tell I'm a little bit tired, and I'm going to try to go back to sleep. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.